Okay, I think we're all caught up now. I hope. Yeah. Sorry, again, this game has this really annoying habit of... Okay, how do I explain this? So, if I selected here, I'm not sure if it'll load me in, but... Okay, say I wanted to play this.
Ready to get to work, Desmond?
Wanted to play that. It would reload the entire memory, and not just the one I selected. So, if you want to do this like 100% run, well, not 100%, basically the basic 100%, you basically have to do on the first attempt if you don't want to get
Use
caught
the
up.
scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed into guarded areas.
Kind of loud. Annoyingly, this game doesn't have subtitles, I assume, because the game is entirely in English, except for one line. I've already mentioned that, but it does make it annoying because I have to have this quite quiet just so you can hear my voice.
Alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair?
It's never explained how they did
for?
that. I mean, I know he has the app at this point, but
in all things.
Was it some
Yes,
hallucinogenic
in all
hallucinogenic
things.
drug?
It
And
is
my
not
dog's
enough
barking,
to
how's it?
end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner
The
peace.
story in this game isn't as
Manifests
grand
in
as
ugly
like the
ways.
later games in the series.
You are
actually,
arrogant and overconfident.
best
Were you
story
not the one to
probably
say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your
Honestly,
life
this
in
part is
exchange
probably
for
one of
his
the
brothers.
boring sections
But this
of
would
life.
be a waste of my
Well, these
time
parts
and
are
your
the most
talents.
boring sections of the
You'll
entire
see
game,
you have been
which,
stripped of your possessions.
makes having to
Your
start
rank
with
as
one
well.
annoying.
You are a novice.
Yeah, speaking of
a
having
child
to
once
start with
more.
one,
As you were on the day you first joined our order.
Series, i.e.
I am offering you a chance at redemption.
To
Earn your
game.
way back into the Brotherhood.
But
I assume you've
at
something
the same
planned.
time, I don't think this is
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an
when
assassin.
they did the Sonic games where they did 1 through 4
So
episodes
you'd have
one.
me take a life.
Might be a bit difficult
No.
to watch those games. You can complete
Not
about an
yet,
hour
at least.
or half an hour. I think it
For
was.
now, you're to become a
I don't
student
think
once
this is going to take
again.
a lot longer because, like,
There is no need for this.
by the time I'm on part 6, that'll be 1 hour.
Others tracked your
And
targets
this
fine,
game isn't exactly
but no
quick to
more.
complete because
From today
if
on,
don't
you
play
will
it
track
on
them
stretch,
yourself.
I'm going to be playing it a long
this is what
stretch
you
just to get
wish.
footage.
It is.
Because
Then
I've
tell me
chosen
what
to
it
bring
is
this
that I
game,
must
but
do.
We
the
have
rule
been
of thumb,
betrayed.
like, this was actually what I discussed
Someone
with
was
some guy
assisting
commenting on
Robert
it,
Lissab, one of our
you
own.
don't play this game in a long stretch.
You must
because
find
there's
him
an
and bring
amazing
him here
Assassin's
for
Creed
questioning.
multiplayer.
What
I
can
won't
you
put a
tell me of
picture.
the traitor?
Ah,
Michael
but that's
Bay,
just
actually.
it.
He's like
I've
a customer
given you
looking
all
what
I
he
will.
wants, i.e. who Mel Gibson wasn't
The
very
rest
much.
is up to you.
But yeah, basically, yeah. Sorry, go back to the top of the game properly here. Yeah, we've lost everything. What we've got to go do now is find a traitor, which is basically the tutorial for this game. Even though we've already had, I'm going to say we haven't exactly had we've had a couple of fights, but this is a bit more of a how the rest of the game works kind of tutorial. I don't know why we're just walking there. Would have preferred to run. Save me some time. There's a flag. I think the only place I've got the flags like two locations, and this is one of them. Basically, from Messiah. That's it, Mafia. I can't remember the correct pronunciation, so I won't even try it. There are 20. They're the assassin flags. There's 101 in one location, which is annoying.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
Ah, that bright flash has caused me a bit of an irritation in the eyes. Actually, I think there's another flag over here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Why am I doing this? I'm not going for the flags. This isn't meant to be like a 100% with collectibles run. Because doing that would take too long. And besides, even using a proper map is one of the biggest pains. Because hang on, that is the map. Yeah, it's decent, unlike this location, so a poor example. But if I was to say use it in the Holy Land, that would be one of the biggest struggles I could have to deal with, because the map in this game is useless. You know, I can set my own GPS in the market, there's not much to explore on this map. To improve this game so much. And I mean so much. Oops, Daisy.
Such a strange man. What's wrong with him?
Leap of faith. Okay, so we're doing the first eavesdrop. Usually you can do these in whatever order you want, but not this time.
I know what I saw. Musoon opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Muallim.
I can't. Musoon did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
Again, going back to the
That's
plot,
no reason to
jumping the
stay
gun.
silent.
Fair bit here.
But
There
the
isn't a
weaver
lot that
delivered
keeps
him a
this
letter
connected
just
like a
before the
overrunning
attack.
story.
I suspect
It's
it
like
held the
basically
order
briefest
to
thing
open the
get
gate.
me
Then
basically
speak to
take
the
down some
weaver.
of your targets.
He can name Masoon's accomplice.
He's
For
disappeared.
reference, like in Assassin's
Hiding for fear of
Creed
being
2 as
dragged into
comparison,
this.
It like
Probably
drives the
inside
entire
one of
game,
his own
whilst
baskets.
This feels like very supplementary to a very repetitive game, which I find Assassin's Creed 1 is. Which I think is why it barely, and I mean the only game I put below this is Chronicles, and depending on how I'm feeling for the Chronicles game, so that's Russia, India and China. And again, depending on how I'm feeling, probably Unity, I'm not sure. Don't know about Odyssey yet, haven't played it. Here's our first pickpocket.
Please,
These
just
require a bit more
one. We
skill.
lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Pickpocketing is actually, I wouldn't say that this is my second most complicated. Basically, depending on what you do, it escalates with a bit more skill required. So sometimes the pickpockets can, the guys who have pickpockets can stop, and then you get caught even if you're holding down B. I don't know how he notices it without anything changing really. So we're not very good pickpockets, but he notices almost immediately, and doesn't notice a suspiciously robed chap, even in a place that's full of these suspiciously robed chaps. You know, the beat 'em up is probably the second easiest after the eavesdrop. Look at my flag. Again, not going off screen for like the later games. I will get the collectibles off screen unless there is a good reason to do it on screen, because daily type of rewards here, it's achievements and bragging rights.
2 days' attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent. Give up your
During
wicked
this guy's
ways.
probably
Rise
senseless
up
ramblings, I'd
against
like
the
to point out, going back to what I was saying about maybe I
madman
should marathon these
See
games.
through his lies.
I don't know if I should. I mean, I would love to do that because Assassin's Creed is like one of my favourite series. But I'm not sure if you guys would become bored by that.
Enough! I yield! I yield!
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We served the Templars. You should
You
too.
bastard.
Their cause is just.
No, it's
We?
not.
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you
actually,
safe from harm.
I did what I believed was
In
right.
Toon Brotherhood, it's very clear
And if
that
you
the
must
Templars
kill
are
me for
bad,
it,
but like every other game.
So be it.
Which I credit this game
I am
does
not
present a
afraid
very
to die.
blurred line
Your fate is
between
not
good
for
and
me
evil.
to decide. It's Al-Muallim who will judge.
Fast forwarding memory to a more
Stop doing
recent
that
one.
brightness. I'm like sitting. There you go.
You stand accused of betraying our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a
How is that
chance
his
to
regret, to be
repent,
fair?
to renounce the evil in your heart.
But I'm
It is
not loading
not
at the same
evil
time
in
here.
my heart, but truth. I will not
I
repent.
might just miss a memory glitch, so
Then
I'm
you
looking away at my
will
laptop
die.
because I'm uploading at the same time. I try to get a lot of things done at the same time.
You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
Yes. You get a better sword later in
What
the
will
game.
become
but
of
this
the one
just
who
looks
helped
so
him?
much nicer. It's one more familiar
It
with.
remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've
Are we
only
just
just
clear up that
begun.
body? We're just going to leave him there.
I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them.
Oh,
In doing
God.
so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself.
Again, this is what makes, I think, this
In
game
this
a
way,
little more
you might be redeemed.
repetitive than last. I admit there's
9
a similar
lives
thing
in
with
exchange
number
for
3, but I
mine.
won't talk about that now.
A most
At
generous
this whole
offer,
straight
I
beginning,
think.
there is 9 people.
Have you any
In
questions?
2,
Only where
I
I need
initially
begin.
there's 1 person we have to
Very
go
well.
ahead. Build
Ride
your
for
plan.
Damas. Seek out the
Like,
black
story is
market
set up
merchant
almost
named
immediately. There's no,
Tamir.
like, slow
Let him
burning
be the
and you
first to
learn
fall.
throughout the game. We're told straight away who we go against.
Be
Then
sure
we've got
to visit the
release.
city's
Doesn't
assassin
leave a lot
bureau when you
of
arrive.
suspense.
I'll dispatch